carrying the Dala in the game of Mikalon, the large ball. This is the money ball in the game of Mikalon. If you're able to throw, project, through any means, get this ball through the Imra, that's 10 points in the game of Mikalon. So it's more important than anything in the game of Mikalon. So very important. So I'm going to talk about basically the scenarios of who can carry the Dala and under what circumstances and what happens under certain scenarios when you're carrying the Dala itself. Okay, first of all, who can carry the Dala? And there's only 2 players out of the 3 positions that can touch the Dala. Number 1, the Dalan. Doesn't have any other equipment. He can carry the Dala. He can run around the field of play infinitely. You can kick the ball. You can bounce the ball. You can throw the ball. You can hit it with different parts of your body, and it's completely legal to do so. So, number 2, the Scudon. The Scudon is the second player that can touch the Dala. The Scudon can also kick the Dalan, throw the Dalan, pass the Dalan. However, the Scudon cannot score with the Dala. That's just the restriction of that particular position in the game of Mikalon. The Scudon is quite fortunate because the Scudon can also pass and touch the Pilo. Even though he can't eliminate other players, the Scudon is the only player that can pass and move both balls. So, the rules that apply to the Dalan and the Scudon are exactly the same, except for one factor: scoring. Now, you can pass the ball, you can bounce the ball through any means necessary, but there's just a few kind of restrictions, and I've covered them in other sections. I'm just going to go over them quickly. Just make sure you don't go out of bounds, throw the ball out of bounds, get kicked out of bounds, or get hit by a Pilo. Because if you get hit by a Pilo, you have to drop the Dala and then leave the field of play. So that is very important. What's also available in the game of Mikalon is, say, if you're a Scudon, it is possible to take your shield and, say, throw it over out of bounds, or go out of bounds, get another player, pass it to another player so that you can carry the Dala, and that's the only circumstance under which that player can score. So you can definitely trade in order to change positions in order to score with the Dala. So there it is. Not a lot of restrictions with the Dala, but the Dala is the money ball and you have to take care of it. So there it is. Moving the Dala, game of Mikalon.